Alright, my name is Aaron, and I'm doing the second negative. Alright, okay, the points that my opponents mentioned about his significance claim about pet care, he said the cost of treatment is relatively high, especially like dental and like other reasons like leg breakings, and that can reach up to $15,000. Well, that's the reason why insurance is available, and there are, like we said, there are lots of affordable insurances ranging like from $11 a month, which is pretty much like just the basic coverage, and then there are insurances that you pay around $30 a month. I have a quote from Quick Care. It's an insurance for a dog. If you pay $10.95 per month, that's the most basic coverage, and then that covers pretty much just accidents, and like that includes like getting hit by a car or just stuff that wouldn't normally happen, like. And then if you decide to pay the $28.95 a month, that also covers accidents, illnesses, and expensive procedures such as cancer, hip dysplasia, and also loss compensation. And compared to not having insurance and paying $15,000 for a broken leg or dental procedures, it's pretty smart to get insurance. And then most people don't realize that, but as my partner said, less than 3% of actual pet owners do own insurance. Also, they also mentioned how all these costs can like add up to lots of like, it's like they can't end up paying for it, and then they might end up in debt, or they might have to give up their pets. But then before owning a pet, everyone should consider like how much your income is, and they shouldn't just go buying pets left and right, you know, like everything considers planning, just like having a kid, you know. And then besides planning, which is obvious, there are low-cost clinic services that can aid in the high-cost veterinary procedures nowadays. For example, the NAWS, Animal Clinic Services, is an alternative to expensive veterinary visits. Because this NAWS, Animal Clinic Services, because they are non-profit organizations, they are eligible to receive private donations and grants in order to keep prices relatively low. Also, they mentioned that that low-cost clinics such as NAWS cannot support types of like diseases like cancer, expensive procedures like cancer. But then again, that is why pet insurance comes into play, where it's very important to insure your pet. And then pet insurance is very adequate. I have a source from ACI Customer Research from September 2006. 9 out of 10 vets recommend BPI pet insurance, and for the best coverage, covers everything for a dog, for a husky dog actually, a husky dog, which is relatively big, and if you would pay the full coverage for that would be $50 a month, and that would cover common problems, accidents, expensive problems, hereditary problems, and routine care. And if annually a pet owner, a dog owner would go to spend about $226 annually, and then that can all add up, and then so it's just, you'll be paying a lot less in the long run if you get pay for pet insurance. And moving on to their solvency claims, their administration, they said the program can be paid with taxes on pet supplies. This just really doesn't make sense, because all they're doing, all that means is they're circulating the money away from veterinary costs and moving it back to pet products. So you're going to be spending more on dog food and like clothes and shelters for the trade-off that your veterinary costs are going to be lowered. So you're just pretty much just like moving one part of money and bringing another problem in. And for the government to fund subsidization of nationwide veterinary care solely on taxes on pet supplies would be too insufficient because of little revenue and prolonged time. Also, another problem with that is if products such as dog food are going to be taxed, people will find other less healthy alternatives in order to meet their animals' needs. This can cause increased visits to vet if the right foods are not given to the dog, because there are certain types of food out there that can actually harm your dog, like chocolate or grapes. There's just like a lot of information that not all dog owners have, that they should, but they don't. And also, if the products are too expensive, they will discourage people from owning pets, because the cost to maintain a pet would be too expensive for their budget. Also, current pet owners may be forced to give up their pets to animal shelters because of lack of funds. All right.